normally lets me in at the farm wasn't there, so couldn't get upstairs. Check that out. But anyway, didn't have the part I needed to fix the game. I have to come back tomorrow. I'll bring my equipment tomorrow. We'll do a little ghost box session in there, see what happens. Hopefully the owner doesn't mind, which they'll probably never see the video, so it probably won't ever matter. Regardless, now we are on our way to beautiful. Where are we going? We are on our way. I don't need my wipers on anymore. I don't think. Let me just kill that. Okay, there we go. See if I can position this camera up a little higher. Maybe plug it in so my phone doesn't get dead. That'd be just great. That doesn't happen. Oh man, I messed myself. I had it perfect. I had it perfect. Okay, here we go. Alright, now I'm charging. I'm trying to tilt it up some, so hopefully the focus will. Hopefully it'll stay like focused straight ahead. Now we are, like I said, we went to Rich Hill. We'll be back tomorrow. I didn't have the part I needed to fix that game. So now we are on our way to where are we going? Fort Scott. Fort Scott. And I don't have any of my ghost hunting equipment except for a voice recorder. I mean, which you don't need equipment. Don't get me wrong, equipment's great. Paranormal equipment is the best thing ever. But we haven't always had all this fancy paranormal equipment. So we still have our basic paranormal equipment, which is our senses, which is usually how we, have personal experiences. That's normally the things that turn skeptics into believers and so on and so forth. Oh, Jesus Christ, sorry. So now we're going to another place in Fort Scott. So maybe I'll just take my lunch break. I know it's 1 o'clock Central Time already. I still haven't taken a lunch break, but maybe I'll just take my lunch break at Fort Scott. Maybe we'll pull in. Maybe we'll walk through some of the buildings, take a look around. Who knows? This current state of affairs as I'm driving through Nevada, Missouri. Now, Nevada is a little bit bigger of a town. Bigger of a town than, say, Rich Hill, where we just came from. Rich Hill ain't looking so rich these days. A lot of farmers and stuff, as one would expect. Hello. How are you, viewer? What's your name? Raul Palomo. Raul Palomo. Hello, Raul. We're just driving through the middle of nowhere, Missouri, on our way to work on more videos. Because that's what I do. I work on video games for a living. And I also do ghost hunting. That's like nowadays it's kind of my side thing. It's always there, paranormal research. Throughout my life I've kind of swung between, where I stand on paranormal stuff. No, I'm not a cop. I am a arcade game technician. Definitely not a cop. We got about 17 miles on this here road. Now the place we're going, Sharky's, it's also an old building. They're usually pretty busy, so I won't get to do anything, any kind of poking around there. But there's another place I have to go check out right up the street from there. And I mean, this town's like full of old, tons of old buildings. And that's actually, where Fort Scott is. So I'm gonna probably pop in Fort Scott, take a look around. Hello, everybody. Hello. I can't read your name right this second, but hello. Am I what? Tornado chaser? No, I'm actually a ghost chaser. It does seem like I'm chasing tornadoes today, because everywhere I'm driving like into black clouds. But you know what's funny? As I drive into the black clouds, I'll get like a few drops of rain when I get to wherever I'm going, and then it just goes away. But now, I'm a ghost hunter, but right now I'm working my day job, which is arcade game repair. So I'm on my way out to a job in Fort Scott, Missouri, Fort Scott, Kansas, actually, which is right on the line, between Missouri and Kansas. Have I seen any? I've seen things. Have I seen any spirits? I have seen things that I can't explain, but actually seeing a spirit, like a disembodied, or like a a phantom or something, I have not seen that. To my recollection, I've seen things out of the corner of my eye. Like I guess you could call them shadow people, whatever you want to call it. But never seen what I would call a spirit. I have seen paranormal activity, yes. I have seen things move. I've seen doors open, like when they shouldn't open, and that sounds kind of vague because doors like pop open in places, but this was definitely not normal the way this door was opening. I've seen lots of things. I specialize in like electronic communication. I say ghost is a placeholder for something I don't understand. Like so I make spirit boxes basically, and my specialty is ITC. So I build equipment for TV shows. I've been on a few TV shows, and I do my own research also, not just on TV. But I'm not an actor. They just plucked me off the street and, hey, you make stuff, we're gonna put you in a couple TV shows. I was like, okay, as long as you're paying me. But that was cool. I got to do my work, and day's going great. Thanks for asking. How's your day going? Yeah, but I specialize in like electronic, not necessarily EVPs, right? I mean, I do. I research EVP work also, but mostly like spirit boxes, ghost boxes, whatever you want to call them. If you know what I'm talking about, if you've ever seen it, like Ghost Adventures, then when Zach's walking around with this little black box and speaker and his and you hear he hears responses to questions. That's kind of what I specialize in. But I build equipment to use for that. Good, I'm glad you're having a good day. Yeah, so we're just driving out through the middle of nowhere here. Not super exciting. The sky's kind of... We were supposed to get a bunch of storms up in Kansas City, and we didn't. It's kind of disappointing, you know. I like storms. I don't necessarily appreciate the tornadoes that follow up here in this area. Oh, your dad ghost hunts. That's cool. My kids, they know I ghost hunt. So, you know, my son, he's kind of into it. I don't want to push him into it. He's a little young. I mean, I like for him to know what we do. So I've taken him out to some light investigations that we've done. But yeah, my son Logan, he's awesome. Hopefully no, I don't say hopefully. Maybe he'll pick up where I left off with the paranormal research. I don't know. I don't know if he'll develop like a interest in it like I have. Maybe he will one day at some point in his life. I don't want to make his whole life about it like I have, it kind of consumes you, you know. A lot of existential stuff going on there. Yeah. Hey, look at that corn. How about that? Corn in Kansas? What? Are we in Kansas yet? I don't know. No, we're still in Nevada, Missouri. Or, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll listen to some crappy radio here.
That short notice to get approved for another place, you know, I had no choice but to take the higher price option. And leave.
Oh man, I'm not getting any good radio stations out here. But anyway. Yeah, this is my life pretty much. Just driving, just hours on end. I live under you. You live under me. I live under you. Yes. Kim Libby. Look at there. How are you doing, Miss Kim Libby? I don't understand that I live under you. Oh, Oklahoma. I was like, what do you mean, like, right now you're under me? Man, that's creepy. No, yeah. I was like, are you a ghost? Ah, that's funny. No, okay, Oklahoma. Yeah, I've got a lot of friends that live in Oklahoma. Kim Libby. I've got friends from Muskogee. Oh, man. I think I'm not sure where my friend McConnell, I'm not sure where he lives right now in Oklahoma, but he does live in Oklahoma. And we miss you too, Kim. I'm on my way to Pittsburgh. No, not Pittsburgh, sorry. Fort Scott, Kansas. On my way to Fort Scott. So, just driving from one place to another to fix arcade games. And interestingly enough, a lot of places we have arcade games, especially out here in this neck of the woods. The locations are in historic buildings, or at least old buildings. Are we gonna get rain again? Yeah. Liable to get a tornado out here, you never know. It's nice out. It's nice out here. The sky's nice today. never been ghost hunting at Fort Scott. I don't even have all my equipment, Kim. I have all I have is a voice recorder. Of course, you don't need equipment to ghost hunt. Live stream and check it out while I'm there, you know, after I get done working on these games. I haven't taken a lunch break yet, so I think I'll take my lunch break, poke my nose around Fort Scott. I went there once. I didn't get a chance to really look around too much. But yeah, well, you know, some people are probably more. Okay, I guess we reconnected here. I got disconnected for a minute there. I'm not getting really good signal out here for sure. Bourbon County line. Kansas welcomes me. That is awesome. We are in Kansas. What was I saying? Oh, I was saying I did start out, no. I started out, obviously, without equipment, right? I think I recorded my first EVP, or I tried to record my first EVP, the first time I ever tried recording EVPs. That was in like 2016. I'll just call it that. Anyways. Okay. All right. So anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah. I started out using my senses, my you know, 5 senses, 6 senses, maybe, who knows, right? But yeah, EVP, I do have a recorder with me. I mean, not my phone, but I have an old Panasonic digital recorder. It gets some pretty crazy stuff sometimes. We'll see what happens. I should have time to do all that. And then get back to the shop by 5, hopefully. But I assume I'll be getting tons of phone calls. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and kill this here live stream because I'm almost where I'm supposed to be. And thanks for watching, Kim. Thanks for stopping to me. We'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Peace out.